Welcome to another Sunday's episode of 3 albums for the week. Let's start here with a band called Coroner from Switzerland, and they was formed in Zurich. The first lineup was road crew members to Celtic Frost. That's pretty cool. And this cover is really awesome. Really great cover here. This one is their second album and it was released 1988. Punishment for Decadence. I don't know if I said that last word right, but it doesn't matter. You can read it by yourself. But for sure, great artwork here. And I must say I love this album and it's really metal. You know, in my world, I don't have all these styles. I have hard rock, metal. It's much easier to say it that way. I have read about them and yeah, for sure, some describe it like thrash metal, some say black metal, and some say progressive metal. How in the world can these three styles represent one single band? It's metal and it's great metal, be sure of that. And they have never a huge breakthrough. They was pretty big in Europe, but not over the borderlines from Europe. It has don't work so well. And they have play a lot at festivals and so on. But here, this year, 2023, I don't know if they have released a new studio album or if they still working at it. Let us come back to that a little later in another episode. And you find a link as usual these days in my description. And I have choose Masked Jackal. And this is really, if you like, double bass drums like I do, and not these 240 BPMs. That really, I've been tired of it when it is so fast all the way. And I can hear a couple of songs. It could be great, but not too much. But here it's more. It's fast for sure, really fast, but in a great way. Not these hysteric ones with double bass. So you must check this album out for sure. Let us look at this amazing cover again. Really great. We leave that and go to the next. Here is some interesting things, my friends. This be a rocking episode for sure. And it's not by myself that have, like the album say, total control over the albums. When I pick, much of it is Destiny. But this band, Sound Barrier, and the album is called Total Control. It is their debut album, and they was formed 1980 in Los Angeles, and this album was released 1983, and they are the pioneers in one way, because in the original lineup it was only Afro-Americans. And in metal genre, it's not so usual that there are only black members and playing this style, metal style. Sadly, this album only been sold around 12,000 copies. And I think it's really sad because it's a great 80s metal album, really. And the drummer is really skilled. So it's really, really sad. And here you see them, great photos of the members. They had a contract with this album at the big company MCA, but when the selling was so low, they was forced to leave. After that, they released by themselves an EP, and that results in a contract with Metal Blade Records, and they get another full-length album out, but that album not sells so good either. So 1987 they split up. But listen here, 2023 they have released some singles, and I think there is a new full album. I don't know if it's only the original members or if someone have been replaced or so. Let us come back to that. And the mixing and sound on the album is really great, really. So yeah, please check this album out. Really awesome 80s metal. I really like this album. It is really great. Every song, in fact. And the last one for today, some classic. Like I said, this been a rock episode. Status Quo, and this album Quo was released 1974. I love this artwork. Here is one of the covers when I once in the time had the idea to tattoo my whole body, and this was the Quo tattoo I had chosen. And it's an amazing album, really. And here we go again. This album, I have nearly every song at my to-do list. But this one, Slow Train, it's a long song, nearly 8 minutes. I have tried it a little, and yeah, not so much, but just try it. It's a tricky one for sure. So we will see, but I'm pretty sure, like I also usually say, that if I just get my health, then it will come. What can I say about the album here? It's just the bass player, Alan Lancaster. He sings more tracks on this album than any other album they've done. And sadly enough, Alan Lancaster, the bass player, and Rick Parfitt, one of the guitarists, sadly passed away. My favorite era with Status Quo is for sure from around 1970 until 1983. Then all other albums, I love a couple of songs of them, but not whole albums. They really have been softer. And before 83, I love each album. And 1980, sadly enough, John Hoagland, the original drummer, leaves the band. Alan Lancaster leaves, I think it was 1983. But John Hoagland here is one of the best in the world to play shuffle beats, and he do it fast, and it's clean, and it's just awesome. I don't know Frank Bird in CC Top, maybe, and Hoagland, they are, in my world, the kings at shuffle. And check out at YouTube, there is links, no links, no, but they're shows from 2013 and 2014. It's called The Frantic Four. They reunion original for some evenings and play. And I can tell you, they're older, but they still have it together. It's some kind of magic, like Kiss and the original lineup, it be magic. And it's the same with Status. So you must check out those shows. And check out the link to Slow Train. Okay, my friends, that was all for today. See you.